Imagine transforming a simple photo of your product into a commercial video that looks like it came from $1 million campaign.
In this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to use artificial intelligence to do product placement in a simple, creative way without spending a penny. We're going to work with two different examples. One is focused on a B-roll style that's more cinematic and realistic, and the other will be a more graphic style, like motion graphics, perfect for eye-catching and modern videos. Well, let's get started. For the B-roll type example, we're going to generate images like a coffee bag with a cup in a warm cafe environment. Another image, for example, a woman holding a white coffee cup, and another image of a barista serving freshly made coffee. And for the motion graphic style, we're going to create a white smoothie bottle on a wooden surface with a flat colored background, and another version where this bottle appears to be levitating with fruits and nuts exploding in the background. To generate our prototype image, we're going to use Recraft, which is a free tool that gives you 50 free credits every day, with which you can generate around 30 images, more than enough to do tests and find the style that best suits your product. First, we go to the community section. There you can explore styles and see examples that others have made. When you see one you like, you can copy the prompt they used and adapt it for your product. What we're going to do now is in the projects section. We click on projects at the top, and here we're going to select image. First, we select our style. In this case, I'm going to use this one I liked, which is called product image. Once selected, we change the format to vertical, 9:16 for TikTok, Reels, or YouTube Shorts, and we write our prompt. Well, here in the prompt, we're going to write something like an empty bottle of a smoothie or a protein shake, and we click generate here in the Recraft section. Well, here we have the first results. It's not very visually attractive, so we're going to write that it should have a color in the background. And here are the results. I like the second a bit more, but let's keep changing our prompt. Let's say a bottle of a protein shake with fruits and almonds floating, colorful gym background. And we click generate. And so here we have our results, but it's still not uniform. And it doesn't look like a bottle, but more like a thermos. So here we change it. Let's modify the prompt, adding a splash somewhere in the description. And we click generate again here. Well, here we have our results. This second one would work better for us. And for the B-roll image of the product, we're going to make this using 3 different images. One, telling it, make a coffee bag with a small cup, a white mug in front, with people around drinking coffee. And here we have the result. A second image that is a barista serving coffee. And a third one that says, a woman drinking from a white coffee cup. And here we have the result. Once we have our product images without the logo, what we do is select them within the app and click the button that says Mockup here at the top of the page. This option allows us to prepare the image to add elements on top, as if we were doing a montage. The logo we're going to use was also generated with the help of artificial intelligence. In fact, if you're interested in learning how to do it step by step, I invite you to watch this other video where I explain how to generate logos using AI in a simple and professional way. Click here to find out more. Now, yes, we drag our logo into prototype, And from there, we can move it, adjust the size, and place it where it looks most natural. This way, we achieve an image ready to integrate into our videos, as if it were part of a real product. Once we have our final image with the logo well placed, the next step would be to export it. In this case, we do it in PNG format to maintain the best possible quality. With the image already exported, we go to the Google VEO2 platform. Here we enter the section that says Generate Media, and we're going to see several available examples. And within the interface, we choose the VEO2 model, which is the only one currently available. Then we import our image. We change the format to 9:16, ideal for TikTok, Reels, or Shorts, and we write our prompt. In this case, a bottle floating with some nuts in the background, also in slow motion. We click Generate, and ready. Although you have to keep in mind that many times the platform is saturated and an error appears indicating that there are too many people using the system at the same time. In this case, you have to wait a while and try again. Now, while I was lucky this time, it generated the video without problem. It took about 2 minutes, and it delivered a clip of 8 seconds in vertical format. Well then, for the next example, we're going to use an application that works locally on your computer. It's called 2.1, and you can install it through Pinocchio, which is like a kind of app store for free AI tools. Here I already have the application installed and downloaded, so we open 2.1. And as we can see, it has a lot of available models, each one with different styles and visual characteristics that you can choose according to the type of video you want to create. So, now that we've seen a lot of available models here, what we do now is load our image and select one of these models. As soon as we select, the application begins to download the model we chose. You have to keep in mind that these models are quite heavy. For example, the model I would recommend is called LTX. It weighs around 29 gigabytes. It took me almost an entire afternoon downloading. So it's important to consider it if you don't have much space or if you have a slow internet connection. We use the same example we worked on before in VEO, a bottle floating with fruits in the background. And here, as we can see, what the model does is generate 3 short clips and then automatically joins them into a single video. The result is quite good, but I noticed there's a small error at the top. It looks like a strawberry is coming out of the bottle. This type of error is normal with some AI renders. The advantage is, since we already have our model installed locally, we can easily generate more versions until we get ones without errors. And this also helps the model adjust better to your machine. Now let's do another example. Let's use the image of the barista serving coffee. We click Generate, and we wait about 2 minutes. Wow! This time it took less time, about 1.5 minutes, and the result turned out quite well. It's consistent, fluid, and maintains well the action we were looking for. Well, so here we already have the results generated with these 2 options. On one hand, using VEO2 online, and on the other, using 2.1 locally with the LDX model. Each one has its advantages. VEO2 is much faster when it works, but it can fail if there are many people connected. On the other hand, 1.2.1 takes longer at first because you have to install the models, but once you have everything ready, you can generate as many videos as you want without depending on external servers. In summary, if you're looking for speed and ease, VEO2 is a great option. But if you want more control, flexibility, and you're willing to invest initial time, 2.1 with LTX is the best bet. Well, and that's all for this video. If you liked it, give it a like, subscribe to my channel, activate the bell so you get notifications of the new videos that are made. And remember, the AI we're living in today is just the beginning. The best is yet to come. See you until next time. Bye-bye.